Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'm bringing you a video that I was tagged to do by Steph from Handbagaholic. Hi Steph, and thanks for tagging me. If you haven't seen Steph's channel, she does really informative videos. She's a full-time YouTuber. She does very detailed reviews and comparisons and great shopping vlogs as well. So definitely go and check out Steph's channel. Now, she tagged me to do this video and I'm kind of combining it from a tag long ago by the lovely Nick Snell, which was some of the best luxury decisions that I have made. And I think that tag was about best and worst decisions, but I'm just going to combine it into a very positive, optimistic video today, which is the pieces that I would buy over and over again. So the best decisions that I've made, and in fact, I have bought them over and over again. And I'm going to tell you what my 10 are and why. The first item that I would buy over and over again is my Fendi Colibrì heels. I have 3 pairs of Colibrìs. If you didn't see my recent video where I talk about the things that I don't need multiples of, I did mention the Colibrì heels, and I specifically mentioned the 8.5 centimeters because they're just too high for me. My favorite height are these little 6.5 centimeter heels. These are like walking in slippers. They are amazing. I've worn them multiple days, all day long. I love them. I want more of them. I'd buy them over and over and over and over again. Steph started her video with a pair of Fendi shoes, and I am happy to start mine with a pair of Fendi shoes too. The next one is the Fendi Peekaboo. Now I have 2 examples here. I also have a third one. To be honest, I am thinking about selling my other one because it's black and I don't wear it enough. Anyway, this is the Peekaboo Mini. And this one is in the Celeria style, so it has the exposed stitching and edges. These are hand finished, absolutely stunning bags. My first bag from Fendi, the bag that started this YouTube channel. And this is the ICU in the small. And I haven't done a comparison on these yet, but you can see that there is quite a difference. I love the Peekaboo bag. I think it's a modern classic. I love the fact that it's been designed to Peekaboo. I'm training mine to do that, and I know that that triggers people, and sorry not sorry. I just adore them. I think they are really versatile bags to wear, that you can wear them with a additional strap, you can wear them handheld, you can wear them with the strap that they come with. This one here in the small, it fits a lot in it. I mean, the mini fits a hell of a lot too. They're not cheap. They don't have good resale value. To me, pure luxury is not something that you're always moving on. It's something that you buy and love. And I think as these age, they get their own personality. They kind of reflect the personality of their owner. And for me, I'll keep buying them. I will keep buying the Peekaboo. I would really love to get a medium because they do have that big smile on the front. But I think, what am I going to use the medium for? Just to carry around and, you know, look nice? I don't know. Anyway, we'll have to think very carefully about whether or not we add a medium. The next item that I will keep buying because I love are mini baguettes. I think the mini is my favorite size. A lot of people ask me what do I recommend from Fendi as a first piece, and I always say the mini baguette. I think the mini baguette is, even though they're still expensive, they're much more affordable than a mini Peekaboo. They are a great day to night option. They have the iconic, you know, look of the baguette in the larger size, but they're smaller, so therefore they're a little bit more, what are we trying to say? They're a little more approachable, I suppose. They are fun. They don't always come out in all of the seasonal colours, so that can be a little bit tricky, but this Zucca is pretty much a classic, so you can always find this in the canvas. And this lilac, my former sales associate, she chased high and low for this and she found it in Thailand for me because it's my colour and matches perfectly with my nails today. So yeah, totally recommend these, love them, could have a lot more. Now the next item is my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. Now I wouldn't buy multiples in this even though I do have multiples in it. And the reason I wouldn't buy multiples is, who's changing their keys out? Like, who does that? I mean, isn't the whole point of this just to be convenient, grab and go? It's just always in my handbag, regardless of which bag I use. I love that it doesn't have any hardware on the front, unlike this one. And people who have this one often say that the brass tarnishes, or if it's a coated one, that it wears away. The Epi doesn't have that. If this was lost from my collection, hopefully not with all of my keys in it, I would replace it in a heartbeat. I think it's one of the best small leather goods that Louis Vuitton does, and I think that this is better than the clay, the pochette clay that everybody talks about, and the mini pochette, in my opinion. It's just in every single bag I use. And on the same token, if this bag left my collection, I would be searching high and low to replace it. And it's my Gucci Linea Cestino Wicker Bag, or Cestino Wicker Bag. This bag, it just makes me smile every time I look at it. It's a bag that I was lucky enough to pick up for a crazy price, pre-loved, from the Perse Fair here in Australia, and recently was able to help my good friend Narelle purchase the bag from my good friend Tanya at 408 California 408. It was so good to be able to facilitate this bag being passed on from one bag lover to another on the other side of the world. It wasn't, you know, without some learning experiences along the way, but now Narelle and I both have this bag, and, you know, she lives not far from me. This is a bag, I don't know, I just think it's a fabulous bag from Gucci, and you don't see it very often, and yeah, I'd definitely buy it again if something was to happen to it or it left my collection for some reason unbeknownst to me. So I've put these two in the same item category, but it's Valentino shoes, and specifically for me, the Rockstud boots and the Untitled sneakers. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I wear these a lot. These boots I've done 3 winters with now, I believe. And these sneakers I bought back in 2018 in Paris. I primarily wear these in winter because they are all leather and they are a bit heavy for our very warm summers. But you honestly cannot, to me they just go with everything. In my winter wardrobe, if I only had one pair of white trainers and I only had one pair of black boots, it would be those two. And I love the fact that they're a little bit edgy, but they're classic, you know, a classic white sneaker with studs on it, or a classic black ankle boot with studs on it. To me, they're winners. And even though I don't necessarily wear my little Rockstud kitten heels anymore, those shoes I love, and I think they're pretty much timeless. And I always look to Valentino for winter shoes in particular, and sandals. I have a wider foot, so I find the sandals can be a little bit, you know, touch and go. So I really do want to find a pair of the Roman stud Valentino Gladiator sandals for this spring summer. So wish me luck that they fit on my pudgy little feet. The next item from Louis Vuitton is my favourite. It's the favourite bag. This one was discontinued, I believe, in 2018. It is a very simple little canvas flat bag. There's really nothing to it. It has this cute little chain that you can turn into a wristlet or just a shoulder bag. And it does come with a vachetta strap, but I sold my strap and purchased a longer version. I think this one's like 120 centimetres. This is just an easy grab and go bag. I would search for this if for some reason I lost it, or for some reason it was stolen from me. I would search it down and I would buy another one. I think I paid like maybe $1,400, and I mean really that's all it's worth. It's just a canvas bag, but it is one of my favourite grab and go bags, and for something so simple and classic, that's not really me. But I love this thing, and yeah, I'd buy it over and over again. Another fave from Louis Vuitton is the Rose de Vence fragrance. You can see how much is left in here. This is my second refill in this bottle, so if that's not evidence that I love this fragrance, I don't know what is. It's beautiful and light and summery. It's not sickly sweet. In fact, it's actually turned me off Chanel's Coco Mademoiselle. I find that too sweet now. This is a beautiful floral without being overpowering, I suppose. I need to go into the boutique and get this one refilled. It's very rare that I will try a new fragrance and buy it, let alone refill it over and over again. This is as much as a surprise to me. This is as much of a surprise to me as it may be to you. But if this bag left my collection, I'd definitely buy it again. It's my Louis Vuitton GM Neverfull. Amelia Rose got me onto this, and like, I thought, what's the big deal? And I was traveling more for work, and I wanted to be able to pack a change of clothes and my laptop and some small amount of toiletries for overnight trips, so I didn't have to take on any luggage. And I thought, well, I'll just try and find a pre-loved GM Neverfull and see how I go. Well, I found a pre-loved GM Neverfull for $1,100 on a local Facebook group. It's been worn in, it's 10 years old, and I love it. It is so easy to travel with. I would not use this as a work bag. In fact, I have, and I hated it. It was too big, even with the organizer. But for a travel bag, it is amazing. And if you've got a lot to carry, it is amazing. And I get my organisers from Zoomoni, and I've got one in there at the moment. I won't show you because it's very messy. You can kind of see, and it makes such a difference to how you use this bag and how easy it is to find things, because it's huge. The next one is a controversial item in my wardrobe at the moment. It's the Burberry trench. I love having a Burberry trench coat in my wardrobe for all seasons. I mean, obviously except our summer, but pretty much it works for me through spring, autumn and winter as a great layering piece. This one I bought last winter and the colour is just not right for me. I need a lighter stone colour, but it seems like the new creative director at Burberry is not doing stone and he's only doing this honey. It's really not my vibe. I have tried to make it work all winter, and you pair it with cooler colours underneath, but even my husband said, I wish you hadn't told me about that colour theory, because now when I look at that coat, I think it looks hideous. And I was like, no. So if you've got much warmer colouring, this colour will look fabulous on you. A lot of people say it's outerwear, what do you care? Well, I care, and it doesn't make me feel great, so I am going to have it dry cleaned and then I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to go hunting for a new coat in a colour that's more complementary for me. I still have my old Burberry trench in the stone colour. It's a Buckingham style. I just love that coat. If I can find another one pre-loved in great condition, you know, oh, happy days, but I need it in a bigger size because I want to be able to layer it, and it's a little bit firm on the arms and around the back for me currently. So, you know, I'll keep hunting, and worst case scenario, I might even have to stray from Burberry and try another brand. Here I go again saying penultimate, but this is the penultimate item in this video. The Roger Vivier Belle Vivier Trompette Pumps. These are the 7.5 centimetre. These are in lilac. If you know me and you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I have these in 4 colours. I really do need to retire my pink ones because they have seen better days. But I'm trying to wait for another pair of baby pink ones to come out. There has been a pink colourway released this season, so I'm keeping an eye out. But when you see seasonal colours in the Vivier pumps, you've just got to buy them. These are gorgeous lilac. I just love, they look great with jeans, they look great with my workwear. I've got 4 pairs. I prefer the soft leather rather than the patent because they're much softer on the foot. They're true to size. Just, you know, and I came across them because I went on a tour at the Met Museum in New York, and the curator was wearing Roger Vivier shoes, and she was showing me Jackson Pollock, and I was asking her where her shoes were from. So, you know, I kind of gave away the fact that I'm not really into art. But I will keep buying those shoes. I just think they're adorable. And in fact, on my wish list, if I see them go on sale over this Northern Hemisphere winter, are a pair of the Roger Vivier Chelsea boots. They are just glorious. They are something else. So yeah, I love Roger Vivier shoes. And the final items that I would buy over and over again, and in fact I have, it's going to kill those people who say that they're very responsible luxury shoppers. It's Chanel costume jewellery, in particular earrings. Now I've got several pairs of Chanel costume jewellery earrings. I've never had, touch wood, crystals or pearls or any embellishments fall off of my earrings. I've got these ones. I recently shared on a couple of videos these beautiful pre-loved ones that I picked up in this mother of pearl. The detail on the back of these is just beautiful. I think that Chanel does costume jewelry earrings like no one else. I mean, they just put a skip in your step. These are ones that I would say are classic. They're pretty easy to wear. If you know me, I'm much more a silver, white, gold, platinum kind of person than I am a gold person. But I do want a pair of gold Chanel statement earrings because they are missing in my, you know, jewelry options. I've got these little studs as well. These little ear cuffs that say Coco Chanel. Also, I've got these little brooches, which I love. And I have the classic Chanel pearls. To me, costume jewelry is just that. It's something extra. I don't see the point in buying classic costume jewelry pieces because that's not costumey. Costumey is big and bold and crazy, and the reason it's costume is if you bought those materials in fine jewelry, they would cost you a lot of money. Obviously, Chanel costume jewelry does cost a lot of money, but it's flamboyant, it's whimsy, it's beautiful. I love it. It makes me smile. And so that's my list of 10 things that I think are the best decisions that I have made. I would buy them over and over again. And in fact, I have. And if they were to leave my collection, I'd try and replace them in a heartbeat. So it was really fun coming up with my 10 items. Given that this is a tag, I believe it was started by Kat L, or maybe Kat tagged Steph. I don't know how it originated because Steph was a bit late to the party as well. I am going to tag some people to share the 10 things that they would buy over and over again. I would love to hear from Lisa from Life and Lux in the Middle. I'd love to hear from my good friend Meredith. I'd love to hear from my good friend Connor. Who else do I want to hear from? Oh, let's hear from Wild Unfiltered. And finally, Megan from Train Girl Megan. I will link all of their channels in the description box below if you've not heard of them, so you can keep an eye out for their responses to this tag. So what about you? What would you buy over and over again? Because, you know, there might be some things that I haven't come across yet. In the meantime, if you could like this video by giving it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays and sometimes some extras. So I will see you then. Ciao!